Hello everyone! Welcome po ulit sa ating Math-Isip YouTube channel. Our topic for today is all about multiplication and division of binomials and multinomials. But before that, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more lessons. And for our teachers, if you need our editable PowerPoint presentations, you can check the link in the description below or message us on our Facebook page. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin with our lesson. Okay, so this is a continuation lesson on our previous topic on multiplication and division of monomials. If you haven't watched that, kung hindi nyo pa po napapanood yung previous video lesson natin about this topic, panoorin nyo po muna para mas maintindihan nyo yung topic natin for today. You can click the link or you can just check our previous video on our playlist. Okay? Our competency is to multiply simple monomials and binomials with simple binomials and multinomials using the distributive property with various techniques and models, like for example the FOIL method and the vertical method later on. Okay, so our lesson for today is divided into 3 parts. Tatlong parts po ito. Ito po yung una, multiplying binomials and other polynomials by a monomial. So after this, and then the second part, we will have an activity or an exercise para ma-practice nyo. So we can proceed with the third part. Okay, so let's begin. I will give you 3 examples on this and then later on kayo naman po on your own. So first, we have here multiplication of monomial by binomial. Alright, so review lang natin. Remember, monomial is a polynomial with one term. Just like here in this example, we have 3x. This is the monomial. And then binomial is a polynomial with how many terms? Yes, 2 terms. That's why we have here an example, x plus 4. So again, monomial, 3x, multiplied to a binomial, which is x plus 4. 2 terms separated by plus or minus. Okay, so paano po ang gagawin natin dito? We are just going to distribute the monomial to the polynomial. Okay, so this is our monomial. I-distribute lang natin siya isa-isa dito sa mga terms ng binomial. So 3x times x muna, or the first term of our binomial. So we just multiply them. So 3x times x. And then after that, i-multiply din natin si 3x dun sa second term ng ating binomial. So here we will have 3x times 4. And then we just carry out the addition operation. Alright? Then, next step is to apply the distributive property, meaning i-multiply lang natin. Okay, i-operate lang natin sila. So we have here 3x times x. The answer will be 3x squared. Okay, bakit nga po ulit naging 2 ang kanyang exponent? Remember in our previous video, our discussion on multiplying monomials. Pag pinag-multiply po natin ang dalawang variable with the same base, all we have to do is to add their exponents. So ano po ang exponent ng x dito? Yes, there is a 1 exponent here and there's another 1 exponent here. I-add lang po natin sila kaya naging 2. Therefore, x raised to 2. After that, we have here 3x times 4. The answer is 12x. And the final step is to combine similar terms if necessary. If necessary lang naman po. So do we have similar terms here? We have 3x squared and then 12x. Are they similar? Okay, hindi po. Although they have the same variable, pero yung exponents po ay magkaiba. So they are dissimilar. Therefore, ito na po yung magiging sagot natin. Okay, example number 2, we have here negative 3x times the quantity of 4x minus 2y plus 8. So this is now an example of monomial times a trinomial. Alright, remember trinomial is composed of 3 terms, okay, separated by plus or minus. Okay, so how do we do this? Again, this is also distributive. Okay, ibig sabihin, i-distribute natin siya isa-isa. So we have here negative 3x, i-multiply muna natin siya kay 4x, the first term of the trinomial. So negative 3x times 4x, ito yon. Next one, we will multiply negative 3x again by the second term this time, which is negative 2y. Okay, so magiging negative 3x times negative 2y, i-add lang natin sila. Okay, i-add lang natin yung magiging product nila. Next one, negative 3x times positive 8. Therefore, we have here negative 3x times 8. Okay, add lang natin yung mga products. Okay, next is we can now simplify. Negative 3x times 4x, we will have negative 12x squared. After that, we have here negative 3x minus 2y. It will be 6xy. Okay, remember, negative times negative is positive. Okay, take note, hindi po tayo nag-add ng exponent ng x and y kasi nga po magkaiba ang kanilang base. So, all we have to do is to just copy x and y without adding their exponents. Okay, hindi po katulad dito kay x dito. Parehas po na x yan, kaya pinag-add po natin yung exponent. And then last, we have negative 3x times 8. We will have negative 24x. Remember, negative times positive is negative. Okay? Bakit nawala yung mga operations natin? Okay? Pwedeng ang gawin nyo is kung ano yung magiging final answer ng bawat product, kung ano yung magiging final sign niya, yun na rin po yung magiging operation sa gitna. Like for example here, a negative times negative is positive. Yun na rin po yung magiging operation niya. Dito naman po, negative times positive is negative. Yun na rin po yung magiging operation niya dito, which is minus. Alright? Para po madali. Next, can we still simplify this further? Meron pa ba tayong pwedeng i-add dito na similar terms? Okay, wala na po. Therefore, this is now our final answer. Okay, in example number 3, we have here monomial times multinomial. So if we have here a squared b cubed c multiplied by this polynomial, if you notice, hindi lang po siya dalawang terms, hindi lang din po tatlong terms, pero apat na po yung ating terms dito. So ang tawag na po natin dito, if more than 3, we can just call this multinomial, or we can also say polynomial in general. So paano po natin ito i-multiply? So just like the same in our previous examples, ang gagawin lang po natin is i-distribute lang po natin yung ating monomial. So parehas lang po yung rule. So let's begin. Let's now distribute a squared b cubed c times our first term, 2ab. Okay, ito po yon. Next, we will now distribute a squared b cubed c times our second term here in this multinomial, which is negative 4bc. Yes, kasama po pati yung negative side. Ito na po yung magiging sign niya, yung operation. Okay? Next, multiply po natin yung monomial sa ating third term, which is 8c. Okay, ito po yon. And then last, our monomial to our fourth term, which is negative 2. Okay? There you go. So again, remember, gagamit lang po tayo ng addition to add or combine all our products. Let's now multiply this one by one. So first, we have here a squared b cubed c times 2ab. Meron po ba tayong similar terms dito sa dalawa? Okay, meron po. So pwede nating i-add ang kanilang mga exponents. However, for our numerical coefficient, we only have here 2. That's why our answer is 2. Okay, so 2a cubed. Bakit? Pinag-add po natin yung exponent ng a dito sa first monomial and then second monomial. So 2 plus 1. Next one, we have here b raised to 4 because 3 added to 1 here. And then lastly, copy-paste lang po natin yung c. There you go. Okay, next, let's multiply a squared b cubed c to negative 4bc. So take note, this is positive times negative. Therefore, our answer is negative. Yun na rin po yung ating operation. Magiging minus na siya. So, negative 4a squared b raised to 4c squared by adding all their exponents. Okay, next one we have here, our monomial times the third term, which is 8c. Okay, since wala rin pong numerical coefficient dito, we just copy yung 8 and then we will copy a squared b cube, and then yung c, yun lang naman po ang similar sa kanilang dalawa, we just add their exponent. Okay, and then last, wala pong similar terms dito sa dalawang ito, therefore, pagsasamahin lang po natin sila. So we have here negative 2a squared b cube c. Okay, last is, tignan po natin kung merong similar terms dito, meaning parehas po ang mga variables at the same time parehas po ang mga exponents. Meron po ba? Okay, wala po. Kung wala, ito na po ang magiging final answer natin. Okay, now let's go to the second part of our lesson, which is division naman po. So, dividing binomials and multinomials by a monomial. So, let's begin with some examples. Okay, first we will have an example of dividing binomial by a monomial. Okay, so we have here binomial 8x squared plus 4x cubed divided by 4x. Okay, so paano naman to? Alright? All we have to do here is to divide each term of the dividend to the given divisor. So, bawat term, i-divide po natin sa ating divisor na monomial. Okay? So, since there are two terms here, we will have two divisions. Okay? So, let's start with the first part. 8x squared, ang ating first term ng ating binomial, i-divide natin sa 4x. And then after that, we will add it by dividing 4x cubed by 4x pa rin. Okay? So, hinati lang natin siya. So, 8x squared divided by 4x, ang sagot po natin dito is 2x. Remember in our previous lesson, pag nagdi-divide po tayo ng monomials, all we have to do is to divide the numerical coefficients. So, we have here 8 divided by 4, ang sagot ay 2. How about the variables? Pag parehas po ang variable natin, they are similar base, ang gagawin lang natin sa ating exponents ay isusubtract natin. Okay? So, yun po yung opposite ng multiplication, wherein nag-add tayo kanina, ngayon naman po magsusubtract. Alright? So, we have here 2 minus yung exponent ng x dito sa denominator, which is 1. So, 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay? Kaya po siya naging 2x. Next one, dito naman po, 4 divided by 4 is 1. And then we have here x raised to 3 divided by x. So, subtract lang natin yung exponent. 3 minus yung exponent dito sa baba, which is 1. We will have x squared. Okay, so kung hindi na natin pwedeng i-simplify ito, hindi na natin pwedeng i-combine because they are dissimilar term, ito na po yung ating final answer. Okay, for example number 2, we have here trinomial divided by a monomial. So, parang katulad din po kanina, yung ating polynomial sa taas, hahatiin lang po natin siya into individual monomial para po mas madali nating i-divide. So, we will separate these three terms into three separate monomials. Okay, yan po. Para po ma-divide natin sa ating divisor. Okay? So, take note yung atin pong operation. Okay, yun pa rin po siya. So, minus pa rin dito and then plus pa rin dito. At the same time, kung ano po yung operation dito, parang yun din po yung sign ng ating numerator. So, if this is subtraction, it means that our numerator here, 9a cubed, is a negative. Okay, parang yun na yung sign niya. Ganun din po dito. If this is plus, yung sign po ng 6a squared ay positive. Okay? So, this will be useful pag nag-divide na tayo. Alright, so pag nag-divide na po tayo, ang magiging sagot natin ay negative 4a cubed plus 3a minus 2. Okay, explain po natin. First, we have here 12 divided by negative 3. That's why it's negative 4. And then we have here a raised to 5 over a raised to 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay? Next one, we have here negative 9. Okay, negative 9 kasi kasama po yung ating operation dyan. Negative 9 divided by negative 3. Negative divided by negative 3 is positive 3. Okay? And then we have 3 minus 2. Kaya po, ang exponent natin dito ay 1. Okay? Next one, we have here positive 6 divided by negative 3. Positive divided by negative is negative. Okay, so positive 6 divided by negative 3 is 2. And then since parehas po yung numerator natin na a squared sa denominator na a squared, then we can just cancel this out. Okay, therefore our final answer is negative 4a cubed plus 3a minus 2. Okay, for our last example, we have here another trinomial divided by a monomial. Okay, so again, hahatiin natin siya into three separate parts para mas madali nating i-divide. Okay, so i-divide natin sa same divisor or same monomial. Okay, and As we have said a while ago, we have here the operations. Yun din po yung magiging operations natin dito, minus and then plus. And then for our final answer, we have here negative 4x squared y cubed minus xy plus 3y. Okay, explain po natin isa-isa. So we have here negative 36 divided by 9. The answer is negative 4. Okay, and then x raised to 4 over x raised to 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. And then we have here y raised to 4 over y raised to 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. That's y. Another one, we have here 9 divided by 9. This will be 1. So, hindi na po natin kailangang isulat yung numerical coefficient. Next, 3 minus 2 is 1. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. That's why we have here negative xy. Another one, we have here 27 divided by 9 is 3. And then ito po, x squared over x squared. You can cancel this out kasi parehas naman po siya. And then we have here y squared over y. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, kaya ito po ang ating final answer. Okay, before we move on to the third part of our lesson, meron muna tayong activity dito para po ma-practice nyo yung multiplication and division of polynomials involving monomial. Okay, so we have here multiplication for set A and then division for set B. Okay, you can pause this video so you can have time to answer this on your own. And then pag natapos nyo na po, you can just come back and then play para po ma-check nyo yung inyong sagot. Ipapakita po natin mamaya. Okay, so God bless po sa inyong pagsagot. Okay, I hope you are now ready to check your answers. I'm now going to show you the correct answer and then please check your answers. Ito na po yung sagot sa part A and part B. Okay, the third part of our lesson is all about multiplication of binomials using three methods. The first is distributive property, the FOIL method, and the vertical form. So magbibigay po ako ng examples on these three methods. And then after those examples, you can practice on your own kasi magbibigay din po ako ng activity para po mas ma-master nyo yung ating lesson. Okay, so let's now begin with the first examples. Okay, so we have distributive property method. How do we multiply binomial to another binomial? So two terms and then two terms din po. So using distributive property, i-distribute lang natin isa-isa yung mga terms natin. So let's have the first term of our first binomial. So x, imumultiply lang natin sa first term din ng second binomial, which is x. So x times x. After that, i-distribute naman natin siya sa pangalawang term ng ating second binomial, which is 3. So x times 3. And then next, yung ating second term naman for our first monomial, or I mean binomial, mumultiply natin siya sa first term ng second binomial. So 8 times x. And then last, i-distribute natin si 8 kay 3. Kaya magiging 8 times 3. Now, let us operate to simplify this. So we have x times x, we have x squared. X times 3, we have 3x. And then 8 times x, we have 8x. And then lastly, 8 times 3 is 24. Now, can we see some similar terms here? Yes, meron po. So we can combine those similar terms. We have here 3x and then 8x. Pwede nating i-combine ito. Magiging 11x. Therefore, our final answer is x squared plus 11x plus 24. Okay, another method that we can use is what we call the FOIL method. So using the same example, paano po natin gagamitin itong FOIL method? So first, ano po ba ang FOIL? Well, FOIL is just an acronym. Okay, it stands for something. Ano ba yung F? Okay, F stands for the first terms. Okay, so dito sa ating binomials, alin po ba dito yung mga first terms natin o yung mga nauunang terms? So we have here x. So yung first binomial natin, x yung first. Dito rin po sa second binomial, x din po yung ating first term. Ano naman po yung O? O stands for the outer terms o yung mga terms na nasa gilid. Halimbawa, ito ang nasa gilid natin dito in our left side is x, and then ito naman po ang nasa gilid is yung 3. Okay? Next, I stands for kung may outer, meron din pong inner term. Alright, so our inner terms are 8 and x. Sila po yung mga nasa gitna. Okay? And then yung L is, kung may first, meron din pong last. Okay, last terms. So we have here 8 and then 3. So ano pong gagawin natin sa mga ito? We just have to multiply them. So ang i-multiply lang natin is, kung itong F, ang i-multiply lang natin is yung mga first terms. So, we have x times x. So, x times x, ang sagot is x squared. Next one, O, we will multiply now the outer terms, which is x and then 3. So, x times 3 is 3x. And then next, I, we will multiply the inner terms, which is x, 8 and x. Okay, so 8 times x is 8x. And then lastly, yung mga last terms natin, which is 8 and 3, multiply natin, we will get 24. Okay? Can we combine similar terms here? Yes, pwede nating i-combine yung outer terms and inner terms, yung product nila. So we have here 3x plus 8x, we will get 11x. Therefore, ang sagot natin parehas din. So we have x squared plus 11x plus 24 using the FOIL method. Okay, let's have another example. But this time, you can do this on your own. Pwede nyo naman pong gawin ito. You can just pause this video if you want to do it first. And then play nyo na lang if you want to check your answer. Okay, so let's begin. We have here x minus 4 times x minus 9. Okay, paano po yan? Unahin natin yung mga first terms. So we have here x pa rin po. X times x, we will get x squared. Next, yung O, which is yung mga outer terms. So x times, kasama po pati yung sign. Okay, so wag po nating iiwanan yung sign dito. Hindi lang po yung 9 ang imumultiply natin kay x, kasama po yung negative sign. So x times negative 9 is negative 9x. Next one ay our inner terms. So we have negative 4 kasama yung sign dito or yung operation times x, we get negative 4x. And then last, our last terms, negative 4 times negative 9, our answer is 36. Okay, let's combine similar terms. Yung mga similar terms natin dito, we have negative 9x and negative 4x. Therefore, it will be negative 13x. Ang sagot natin, x squared minus 13x plus 36. Okay, discuss po natin yung last method natin dito, which is the vertical method. Using the same example, what we can do is to line it up just like in multiplying numbers. Okay, paano po? So we have here x plus 8 and then x plus 3. So, dito sa vertical method, unahin muna natin si x dito sa baba. Okay, yung ating second binomial. Mumultiply lang natin sa kanyang taas, which is yung x. Kaya po yan tinawag na vertical. Okay, mumultiply natin sa nasa taas. So, x times x, we will get x squared. After that, we are now going to multiply x by 8. Okay, diagonally. So, x times 8, we get 8x. Now, after this, isunod na po natin si 3. Okay? So, 3 times x, we get 3x. Itatapat lang po natin siya dito kay 8x, yung similar term po niya. And then, after multiplying 3 and x, we will also multiply it by 8. So, saan natin itatapat? dito na po siya. So, magiging 3 times 8, we will get 24 or positive 24. Next, we will add these two lines. I-add po natin sila. I-line up lang po natin yung mga similar terms like this. And then, we can now bring down itong x squared. Bring down x squared. We will add 8x and 3x. So, magiging 11x. And then, we will bring down 24. So, magiging plus 24. Therefore, our answer is x squared plus 11x plus 24. Yun po ang vertical method. Okay? Another example, ito po, pwedeng gawin nyo rin po ito on your own. You can just pause this video, or if you want, you can follow along with this example. Okay, simulan po natin. Sulat po lang po natin siya dito, x minus 5, and then sa baba is yung second binomial, x plus 7. Next, unahin natin itong first term ng second binomial. Pataas po siya, x times x, we will get x squared. Next one, x times negative 5, kasama po yung operation dyan. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. Sunod po si 7. 7 times x, we get 7x. Ilinya po natin dito kay negative 5x. 7 times 5, we get negative 35. And then, we will now add this. Bring down natin si x squared. And then, we will add negative 5x and 7x. We will get positive 2x. And then, we will bring down negative 35. Okay, therefore, our final answer is x squared plus 2x minus 35. Okay? So, dun sa tatlong method natin, alin po doon ang pinaka gusto nyo? Alin po sa inyo ang pinaka madali? So, kailangan po bang gawin natin yung tatlong method? Hindi po, no? Mamimili lang kayo ng anong method ang mas madali para sa inyo? Are you going to use the distributive, the FOIL method, or the vertical method? Parehas din po ang lalabas na sagot. Okay, so if you are ready, let's have this activity para po ma-practice nyo yung ating multiplication of binomial to another binomial. So I'm going to give you time to do this. You can use any method you like, any method na mas madali sa'yo. Okay? Kasi parehas din po ang lalabas na sagot whether you use any method among the three examples that I have given. Okay? So God bless po sa inyong pagsagot. Okay, I hope you are now ready to check your own answer. Papakita ko na po yung mga sagot natin. And then, pwede nyo na pong i-check kung parehas po sa ginawa nyo. Okay, so regardless of what method you have used, yan din po talaga ang lalabas na final answer. Okay? So I hope nakuha nyo po ng tama. I hope meron po kayong naintindihan sa ating video tutorial. Medyo mahaba po ang ating tutorial ngayon, pero I hope naintindihan po natin. Okay, so again, thank you for listening, and for our next lesson, please stay tuned at kita-kita po ulit tayo sa susunod na video. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang nag-iisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.